This is me rolling with Fabio. So Fabio is actually the head of Brazilian Top Team Canada, so that's my affiliation. So I've rolled with him quite a bit in the past. Just brutal. So so here's a chin pick right here that he locks on.
Wow.
We were talking about this. I was talking about with him after. As soon as I shoot in, he just goes right for my chin every time, and it's just like so dangerous.
That's like a signature. That's your thing too, to shoot that half guard, to pull that half guard, right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have to remember that.
But Fabio has such a good half on top. Like he kind of like, I was saying this. You're trying to beat him with a game you learned from somebody that he taught that game to.
Yeah.
So you're like a couple layers down. So I shoot the single here. Again, Fabio's pretty good wrestling. Well, really good wrestling. He wrestled Montreal Wrestling Club. So just his hips are so solid from this position. And he has the chin pick again. So I'm just too careful to like commit and drive through on it.
You're gonna pull half. Nope.
I'm trying to protect my chin.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he has this brutal just top pressure and control kind of style. We're nothing fancy, but he stays in the right position all the time. It's really hard. I'm trying to get half here. Trying to recover. He has my head.
So patient too, eh? He's just like.
Yeah, exactly. He has that head grip, so I can't really move my head away and make space. I'm trying to get half here. And he's just patient on top with his hips. So there's a half.
Yeah.
If I can turn my hip over.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's going to come right into that elbow block.
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
So that's the move that he was teaching as in his techniques, was this kind of position where he switches over. He's so tough from here. Isolating my wrist. And what I want to do here is I'm trying to grab with the left hand. I'm trying to push his leg into a full guard, but he weaves his leg out at the same time. And his hips are just so heavy. He's just such tight pressure here. And he has my arm isolated. So in this position, you're just kind of stuck between, there it is. So there's the armbar. You're stuck between like trying to defend the pass and trying to defend the armbar.
It's really interesting for me because this is a position, or that was a position that you've had me in so many times, and to see it like just you're so good at that position yourself, and to see him.
The elbow block?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to see him do it to you, who you know what's coming, and again he just does it. So.
Well, his weight distribution, that was some really nice leg weaving from him to put himself right in half guard. I'm trying to go deep here. And he's driving my knee down, and he really emphasized from the deep is lifting my elbow. Yeah. So once the elbow's out, I cannot move. So he's lifting my left elbow and keeping it away from my body. And if I can't get that elbow back, I can't roll towards it. I can't really do anything here.
And what's he trying to set up there?
He has a wrist lock when he weaves over, which he's trying to set up.
So he's not thinking triangle at this point. He's thinking.
No, he's so good at the straight arm bars and the wrist locks. I think he's trying to set that up here.
That wrist lock, yeah.
Yeah, now he's going to switch to the straight arm bar. We get the special zoom in of my face being crushed. And see, back to the straight arm bar. I turtle, but he's patient and just lets me turtle instead of falling over. Like instead of him going on the bottom, he lets me turtle to keep that top. Just good positioning the whole. And like this, just when I'm watching this, the thing that's striking me is how like really little he's moving, just letting me do a lot of the work. Yeah. Inverted here, but not really a place I want to be for super long with him. So I'm forcing myself out of it.
What's the grip on the lapel for him?
I don't know. I haven't seen that before. But it seems to be stopping my capacity to rotate. It seems to be acting as an underhook without him having an underhook yet. That's what it seems like to me. And the same thing, see? It's like an underhook. He just pulls me back with it. And really heavy head, heavy pressure. Isolates the arm with his knee. And same things. He's already got my elbow away from the body on the far side. And that's what he's so good at, is getting that elbow away from the body. If you listen to this with sound, I'm breathing like super heavy here.
Yeah.
I'm already very tired.
That's the thing, is without the sound, and if we hadn't talked about it beforehand, you know, I would have thought, and just knowing the level that you're at, I would have thought that you're not really trying here. But you know, you told me beforehand that you were going for it. It just makes it look like you're not.
Yeah, it's just that.
So interesting.
Just that control. And same kind of thing with the lapel here. I guess to act as the underhook he's controlling. And see, he's isolating my arm, keeping it away from the body. See there, again, isolating the elbow away from the body. He goes to deep half, but he's not worried because that elbow's away. And it allows the step over because I'm just so afraid of the arm. Just thinking about the arm instead of the deep half here. Yeah. There, that straight arm bar.
Straight arm bar, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that something that he likes? Is that, you know, I know that's something that you've been working on.
Oh, that's totally, I mean, that's a big part of his game, is those Kimura, straight arm bar, keeping the elbow away from the body. Because once my arm's away, I can't do anything because I'm so scared of getting submitted, so my mind goes there. Again, he comes on the chin.
Beautiful.
I think he weaves the gi here. I mean, we'll see. So I'm trying to get the single, but I can't really commit yet because I'm so afraid of getting tapped here. He's weaved the gi across my neck, so he has like a gi choke set up here. And I jump out of it, but he keeps the pressure. Switches off, right into a crucifix.
Yeah.
That was a really nice switch into the crucifix.
And he got the straight arm lock there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, well, we've rolled a lot in the past. So we know each other's games a bit, so it's fun here. Yeah, he's always beat me up. Never made it easy for me. So same thing here. I have the single, but because he has the pressure on the chin, and see he's past the gi here, I'm not really able to transition after. And he uses that to switch to the turtle. He still has the gi here choking me. It's not enough to tap me, but it's enough to stop me from...
Sorry, he's got your far lapel on this,
Yeah.
your left lapel on this.
He might have let go here. See, I'm going two hands on his gi to pull that off. And around my neck here, he has a choke. I'm going to try to sit out here. Really giving all I got to beat the angle and take the back here. But his hips are staying over mine, and that's the key to stop that kind of octopus guard, is to keep your hips over the other person's, and it doesn't work. Whew. Again, flashbacks just watching this. Getting some.
Nice.
So I try to recover.
That was a good recovery.
But he's underneath both here.
Yeah.
So he's able to force the turtle again. On my head. I'm not sure what he gets me here, but I would watch the arms and pulling the arms away from the body. Yeah, there. It's a wrist lock.
Nice.
Awesome.
It doesn't look like he feels bad about it at all either.
No, he has no sympathy. But like I said, we train together, so he's kind of just we've had some good tilts, so he's just going for it. It's the same thing. I shoot, but he's on that neck so hard that I just am not able to continue on the shot the way I want to. He has my lapel around my neck here. Yeah, so reaching with his far hand across. So it's almost like a chin pick, but he's using the gi.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to survive. He's sitting. So he blocks the back of my head with his chest, and then sits into it. Yeah, to compress. And I try to walk away to create space, but I can't.
Oh.
Now I'm tired.
What are the times? Like that?
So it's so tough on the.
Yeah.
So tough with that chin control every time I shoot, because it's like, I talk about this, like if you're dangerous with the submissions, it helps your positions, because the other person, I can't think about taking him down because he's just controlling my chin so aggressively every time. Trying to just set up a single here, go for my low single, but again, he just wraps up the head, or is trying to as best as he can.
Why did that low single fail there, or why did that?
I think
ankle
because
fail?
his pressure was good, like his weight distribution was good on the leg.
Yeah.
See here, it's back. You got to kind of catch people stepping and get them off balance, but he was so planted that I was able to get the single, but there. And so
Back to the elbow block.
right back to the elbow block. If I can, I want. I'm tired here.
So what I'm interested here is what are you like? What are you thinking? Like what?
So I'm trying to, with the left hand, I'm trying to get his leg in to get to full guard,
Right.
or a butterfly. But he's just so brutal on my arm that I'm thinking about my arm in this position. Because see how he has the Kimura there?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about my arm instead of thinking about the legs, and he weaves out as soon as I go to bridge or move. So I try to come up here, but again, my elbow is so far away from my body, that underhook is so deep that there's nothing really I can do about it.
So that's what he's thinking right now. Is he's thinking about keeping that elbow away from the body?
Yeah, exactly. By keeping my elbow away from the body, maybe at best here I can turtle towards him, but it doesn't really help me much. He's just keeping, because good posture, right, is I want my arms in by my chest when I'm in the bottom of side control, and he's just always keeping those arms so far away that it exposes them. So I'm trying to stand up here, pull away. But yeah, he just always keeping me away from that good posture. And patient here. See, as soon as I reach back, again, see that elbow's isolated away.
Yeah.
And now as I try to weave it back in, he goes for his wrist lock.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as I try to pummel it back in, he catches the wrist lock as it comes back in. Yeah.
I had the Kimura before, but I said, kill time.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to get upset.
So that's it. It was brutal hard roll. But he always has that style of being so patient on top. And I think that's the big takeaway I was taking from that is keeping those arms away from the body.
Yeah, even like that's he's doing that in deep half, and he's doing that. Yeah, it's a good lesson. It's a really good lesson.
Yeah, and if I'm thinking maybe more concept is this idea of having these between the chin pick and the arm, by being aggressive on your submissions, it really ruins my ability to be offensive. Because I'm so afraid of getting guillotined, and I'm so afraid of getting armbarred, that I'm not thinking about sweeping, I'm not thinking about even holding guard.
Chin pick is new,
Yeah.
Oh, it's brutal. And the gi too, you pass it. With the gi, it's even better because